Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been quite a while since I have talked to you guys or even filmed a video, and I know it's been way too long, and first of all I just want to start off by saying that I truly apologize for that. December was a very hectic and very busy and eventful month. A lot of things were going on in my life, and I just was very busy, so that kind of absorbed my time. I'm actually kind of sick, so if you guys hear me sort of like congested, you guys know why. But anyways, I wanted to squeeze in this very last video for the year of 2013 because this year was a great year for my YouTube channel, and I wanted to do a video to kind of like recap all the beauty products that I truly loved this year. So I hope you guys had an amazing December. Can you believe it? We're only a couple days away from 2014, which is crazy, but I'm so excited to get this year over with and start a whole brand new year. So with that, today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite products of the year 2013. I tried a lot of different products this year, and the ones that I'm going to show you today are the ones that truly stood out to me, and I have repurchased over and over, and I would love to recommend them to you guys. So if you guys are interested, just stay tuned. Okay, so how I'm going to do this video is basically I'm just going to break it up by category. So like a face product, hair product, body product, all those things. So I'm going to start off with skincare products, and then I'll go into face products, and then I'll go into makeup and some just kind of random things. Okay, so for skincare, I had two products that were my favorite for this year. The first one was this hand lotion by Soap and Glory, and this is called Canned Food, and basically the reason why I loved this lotion was because it's so moisturizing and it leaves your hands super soft, and I just fell in love with it. And this is actually a product from the UK, and I got mine at Sephora, and I believe they have like a mini version of this, which is like half size of this, and it's like $5, but I believe this one was $12, and you can find this at Sephora. And I basically love this. Was like my go-to moisturizer for my hands during 2013, and I love it because it smells so good. It smells like marshmallows and butter, and I love it. It's super sweet. So yeah, this was my favorite skincare product of 2013. I have another product that was one of my favorites, and this was a deodorant, and this is by it's just called the healthy deodorant, and it's this one right here. And I got this one also at Sephora, and this is in the scent Vanilla Coconut, and I love this because it's actually an organic natural deodorant, so it doesn't contain any antiperspirants in it, which are really bad for your body and can cause skin cancer. So that's why I definitely love this, and this is by the brand La Vanilla Laboratories, and you can find this at Sephora. So this was definitely one of my favorite products of 2013. Okay, so now moving on to face products. My all-time favorite face wash of all times is this one called Fresh Foaming Cleanser by Neutrogena, and this is actually one that I didn't first try on 2013. I actually first tried it out in 2009, but ever since then it's always been one of my favorites, so that's why I'm definitely recommending it to you guys for this year. But it's just something that I've used over and over, and it's never failed me. And it's great because it's great for sensitive skin. It's soap free, dermatologist tested, oil free, and it's great because it's also a makeup remover and face wash in one. And you can find this at your local drugstore for only like under $10. So that was my favorite skincare product of the year. Okay, so now moving on to my favorite hair product of the year. This was something that I truly fell in love with. I heard there was a lot of rave about it during the year 2013, and I think even before 2013, and I actually gave it a try this year, and I completely fell in love with it. And this is the Macadamia Natural Oil Deep Repair Mask. And this stuff is amazing for your hair. Like, I am one to try out a lot of things in my hair, and I use a lot of like heat products or heat tools, and this has definitely helped my hair repair and really just get it back to its you know, natural hydration. So I am loving this. I definitely love this and I recommend it to anybody. It's great for all hair types and it just works wonders. Okay, so now moving on to makeup products, and I'm just gonna basically mention something for every category, like eyes, lips, face, all that. I have a favorite for everything. So let's just get started with foundations. Foundations, I had two favorites for the year 2013. The first one that I actually ran out of, well, almost ran out of, it's my Makeup Forever HD foundation. I gave this a try in the year 2013 and I completely loved it. It gives you this just amazing, flawless finish on your face. It's great for pictures, and I am in the shade N125. I found this at Sephora and I completely fell in love with it. So this was definitely one that fell into my favorite foundations. Now if you guys know me, you guys know that I have very sensitive skin, so I can't, like, I wish I could try out every foundation in the world and every foundation that comes out, because part of doing beauty videos on YouTube requires you to try all these different products out, but unfortunately my skin can't take all of that. So I was definitely very glad and thankful that I found this that is a great foundation, and it really worked for me, and it's good for sensitive skin. The other one that I recently found during the fall time of this year, which I completely fell in love with, and is the one I'm currently using, is the Maybelline Super Stay Makeup, and this is the No Transfer 20-Hour Wear, and I am in the shade Nude. This one right here is my go-to foundation. Ever since I tried it out, I haven't stopped wearing it, and other than that, I just love it so much. So this was definitely one of my favorite foundations for this year. It's great because it also gives you like a flawless look. If you're going for something like, you know, for a party or anything like that, I would definitely recommend any of these two. Oops. Okay, so another face product that I loved during 2013 were BB creams. I know 2013 was all about those BB creams, CC creams, all types of creams. But the one that I tried out and really loved was the Revlon Photo Ready BB cream. And I actually got this because I had tried out the Photo Ready foundation and I loved that, like, last year or the year before. So I gave this a try and I loved it because during this year, whenever I had to run out of the house really quick, or I was just doing, you know, running errands or something and wanted like a light coverage, I always went for this BB cream because it goes on very light, and it's also looks very natural as well. So this is the BB cream that I loved during the year 2013. So now moving on to concealers. My favorite concealer of this year has to be this Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I tried a lot of different concealers this year. It has by far been my favorite one, and I am in the shade Medium. And I just love this because for me it works perfect. It doesn't like give me any creases, and it just goes on very smoothly. It's very creamy, and everything that I like in a concealer this gives me. So this was definitely my favorite concealer of the year. Okay, now moving on to a powder, face powder. My favorite, now you guys know if you've been watching my videos for a very long time, I was always raving about my Clinique Stay Matte powder, which is also, I mean, it'll always be one of my favorites, but this year I found a new favorite that was a little bit cheaper than that one. And this is the Rimmel Stay Matte. Looks like this, and I don't even know how many times I repurchased this during the year 2013. I repurchased it a lot because it's that good. First of all, it's only like a couple dollars at your local drugstore. Second of all, it's very it goes on very, very smoothly, and it also doesn't cake on your face at all. So like you can wear this over foundation and it's not heavy at all. It gives you just like this gorgeous finish, and I don't know, I just love it. And yeah, it's very long lasting as well, so it's gonna last you all day long. So this was definitely by far my favorite powder of the year. Okay, so now moving on to some bronzers. Bronzers, oh my gosh, I love bronzers. But my favorite one, that has been one of my favorites for years, and I always come back to it, is my NYC Smooth Skin bronzer in Sunny. This stuff is amazing. This stuff is just like the perfect matte bronzer. Again, it's only like $3 at the drugstore, and it's definitely a gem in at the drugstore. So I love this. And another bronzer that I recently found this year, I actually got it during the semi-annual sale at Victoria's Secret this past summer, and I completely loved it, and I still use it. Like, this is like what I use daily pretty much. And this is the Pressed Mineral Bronzing Powder, and this is in the shade Riviera, and it's this one right here. And this stuff also is a great matte bronzer. It kind of gives you like 4 different shades of bronzer, which I just use. I just blend to give me the perfect bronze look. So these two have got to be my favorite ones of the year. Okay, now moving on to blush. Blush, I loved blushes. I love blushes, but my favorite one is this one here, and this I actually got. I think I probably got it last year. But this is Melba by MAC, and I know it's such a classic, but it definitely keeps being something that I totally gravitate towards in my makeup collection, and I love it because it just gives you, you know, it's perfect for every day. It gives you the perfect, you know, flush to your cheeks, and it's great. So I love Melba by MAC. Okay, so now moving on to eyeliners. My favorite eyeliner of this year has got to be the L'Oreal Carbon Black Linear Intense eyeliner. I love this stuff. This stuff has it's great for beginners because it has a felt tip, so it's very thin, and it helps you create that really thin line if you like, you know, thin eyeliner. But however, if you also like thick liner, it's great to build up as well. So this was my favorite eyeliner of 2013. My favorite eyebrow pencil was this one by Anastasia, and this is Brow Wiz. And this stuff I got at Sephora. I love this because it has 2 different ends. One side is a spoolie brush that helps comb out your brows, and the other side is just like retractable brow pencil that helps you just fill in any gaps, or just helps your eyebrows be a little bit more shaped and defined. So I loved this during 2013. Okay, now moving on to mascara. You guys know that I love my L'Oreal mascaras, all of them, well, mostly all of them, but one that I recently found and I have not let go ever since I tried it is my L'Oreal Lash Out Butterfly Mascara. This stuff works great. I love it because it gives me the perfect, like, flared out eyelashes, gives me a lot of volume and a lot of length, and it just looks like you're wearing fake lashes when you're not. So for me, it worked wonders, and I love it. I love the packaging, and I think L'Oreal really did a great job with this mascara. So yeah. Okay, so now moving on to eyeshadows. For eyeshadows, my classics are always my Naked palettes. I love all of them, but the one that I tried out this year was my Naked Basics, and this is one that I used a lot during this year, and it's just this one right here because it has just like your basic colors, and they're all matte, which I love because you can do a lot of cool looks with matte eyeshadows for like every day. Now if you want to go for more of like the evening looks and things like that, then I would suggest more of like the original Naked palettes. But this Naked Basics was definitely something that I loved during this year because you could do a lot of things with it. Okay, and now moving on to lips. Now, I have a lot of lip products, and I tried out a lot of lip products, but when I sat down and I was like thinking what were my favorite lip products of this year, I couldn't help but gravitate towards these two because every time that I was in a hurry or I just needed something really quick, something that went with like every look, were these two. And the first one is this lip butter by Revlon, and this is in Pink Truffle. By far has been one of my favorites. I love the consistency, I love the color. I just love it. Can't go wrong with this. And for my lipstick, I love this one by MAC, and this is Viva Glam 5, I think. Viva Glam 5, and it's just this pretty like dark nude color. It also goes great with all types of looks, and these were definitely something that I totally loved during this year. Okay, and now moving on to nails. Nails are actually I don't have the products here, but one of the biggest things for me during the year 2013 were gel nails, and I completely fell in love with gel nail polish, and I actually have some on my nails right now. I just love this because it's basically like a lifesaver. I'm the type of person who loves to like pick out my nail polish like the day after I apply it, just because it's like a bad habit, but with gel nail polishes I can't do that, and I just love that they last forever. For me, they last about 3 weeks, and I just love the fact that they look great even after, you know, weeks of wearing it. So gel nail polish was definitely my favorite during the year of 2013. And another one of my favorite things of 2013 was actually not a beauty product, but it was actually a ring, and it's this heart ring here, because it actually has a lot of meaning to me, because this was actually the ring that I purchased during July, which was a very, very tough month for our family, basically because of health reasons for my dad. That's why this ring reminds me of him, and just basically, you know, his strength and everything. So every time I wear this ring, I am reminded of how, you know, gracious God was with us during this year. So that is why I love this ring, and I try to wear it as much as I can, just to always, you know, be thankful for what God does in our lives. Okay, now moving on to perfumes. I have two. I have one that was my all-time favorite during like the winter season and also in the fall time. So like the winter, like starting in January, and then I started using it again like in September, and it has to be my Lancome La Vie Belle perfume, and I got this at Sephora, and this stuff smells amazing. If you guys haven't smelled this, oh my gosh, you guys have to go check it out, because it's just perfect. It's very sweet and warm. It has sort of like a spicy smell to it, but it's very sweet at the same time. So this has got to be my go-to perfume during the winter and the fall seasons. But for the summertime, this summer I loved my Daisy by Marc Jacobs perfume. This is just perfect, sweet and fruity smell. It's very fresh, and you couldn't go wrong with this. So these two were my favorite during the year 2013. Okay, now moving on to something that I truly loved this year, and I actually love every year, but this year especially, I just got a little obsessed with, are candles. Now, I even got so obsessed that I actually did a DIY showing you guys how to make your own candles at home, because I love them that much. But the two scents that are always classics for me are this one by Bath & Body Works, and this is Leaves. I love this stuff during the fall and the winter. It smells just great. It smells like, you know, winter, and I love it so much. And the other one that I truly loved this past fall season was my Spice Pumpkin Pie candle, and this was actually a candle that I got at Walmart for like $5.97, and honestly it was one of my favorites this year, because it's totally like an underdog candle, because I never expected it to be that good, and then I tried it out and then I couldn't stop burning it. So it definitely one of my favorite candles this year. Okay, so those are my best of beauty products for the year of 2013. I hope you guys enjoyed and actually got a chance to try some of these out. And if you didn't, go ahead and try them out for yourself. I know you guys are gonna love them. I hope you guys had a great year, and I also want to thank you guys so much for all your support during this year, and I can't wait to see what the new year brings in. So I hope you guys are having a great time, your family and friends, and I will see you in 2014. Bye! Hi everyone, it's Paula.